Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say is this, and I want to announce something here and right now that I wanted to say is that this is the best Christmas gift I could ever see in the Super Bowl. Which, even though this is just only about the Super Bowl logic, that's all I'm saying here exactly, is that this, I gotta say, is the best I ever seen. It's like Texans and Seahawks are now in the Super Bowl. Let's go! Like Texans finally beat the Chargers, and I'm like, let's go! Please get them in the playoffs. I literally was asking it all the way. Literally all the effing way is seeing the Texans getting that Super Bowl is awesome to be in there. And then the same question goes to the Seahawks that, man, Seahawks were cooking a little bit good, but could have still did more touchdowns, but that's fine. I don't here to be the one judging here exactly. I'm not the one to judge. But I got to say, that there was a good massive victory from both teams from Seahawks and Texans are freaking based. Badass. Like, badass. Like, that's what I want to see in the Super Bowl, is seeing the Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks being in the playoffs in 2026 will be absolutely amazing and very well performance, well done. And I gotta say, nice, awesome job from CJ and Sam Donald. That is the most amazing stuff I could ever see right now, because this is a good reason why I like both teams anyway to begin with, because I am a diehard Seahawks fan, and I'm like, let's go. And the same question goes to the Texans, which I'm not close to be a diehard fan yet for Texans yet, which of course I'm going to still remind most of you guys that, well, the hat, by the way, I'm still got to say again, is that no worries about the Texans hat of right now, that I might have to get another new size of the hat a little bit around my head a little bit, as I mentioned in the last reaction. Seriously, that is gotta be amazing for the victory wins going from Houston and Seattle is very based. But anyways, well, I guess it's time we're going to go ahead and reveal the scores anyway, since, well, this is just normally going to be me talking about, like, how awesome and freaking crazy the entire amazingness was going on those times from yesterday and today that I will probably be mentioning anyways. So, like further ado, as always, let's go. Alright, first up, we're going to be looking at the score between Houston and LA Chargers, which, of course, this is going to be something that I'm going to be lovely to talk about from the Texans. That, oh yeah, Texans beat them in a big knockout. Like, that knockout was amazing. Like, seriously, the Texans literally beat them by literally a big number right here. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it out from my hat. Or should I say, they scored a massive 20-16. Like, yo. Yo. The Texans are literally coming right back to play and ball. Like, they're coming right back in. Like, I swear, this is going to be the most awesome way of how the Texans are playing it I ever seen. Gonna be all in the history book in Houston Texans, which is wow. I literally cheered on for them while watching on TV. Exactly. I was rooting, cheering on for Houston Texans to finally destroy the Chargers, and they did it. And I'm like, yes, please. Just yes, please. I wanted that to happen for Texans so they could be in the playoffs, which I wanted it to happen for Texans, and I was very happy to see that happen. And man, Texans finally showed up what's freaking boss and showed up. Like, they came right back into the playoffs and got back in. Like, let's go. Like, not only I was so close to be losing my complete shit of surprise to see them not lose, But that, I really have to say, I proved their best ways of winning I ever seen. Nice work. Very great work from Texans. I love that work from Texans. And that there, by the way, folks, was credibly a most amazing score and win I ever seen from them. So nice. Anyway, let's go ahead and get straight to is the Seahawks and Panthers apparently. Which, like I said, it's still going to be a good game as always. So good game, good game. So oh my god, I was so worried for Texans not to be in the playoffs, but so far I kept that energy so likely happy and likely the best way possible for them to still be in there. So let's go, Houston Texans. Let's go. Like man, I am just that happy to see them win. So anyways, let's go ahead and see how the Seahawks did this time, and let's go right ahead and take a look at the score, shall we? All right, so here's the next score. It's like, holy moly, almost 30-10, almost 30-10. Wow, Seahawks barely got close to 30 of a 10. That would have been a big destroy wrecker right there. Would have been a big 30. But I guess it turns out it's 27-10. Nice way for how Seahawks actually won this time today was beating the North Carolina Panthers. And I'm like, wow, this surprised me out of nowhere. That was insane. Not only insane again, but Seahawks went in their turf. And I'm like, what? They went in their turf, bruh. Like they were in their turf, which means that they were at their stadium. Like, that is crazy. And I love the way how Seahawks actually finally won. Like, they won against the Panthers, man. Like, the Panthers. Like, I know that Panthers was still close enough to get to the Super Bowl, which I could still understood why they were trying to get this close. But I mean, hey, I don't try to hate the Panthers anyway. Which I mean, the Panthers got close enough to try to out destroy the Buccaneers at least. Which that's all I can see is that they can try to get rid of the Bucks if they want. But I'm like, seriously, that is insane. Like, that is surprisingly surprised. Like, I was this surprised a little bit to know how Panthers were this still close enough to kind of reach to the playoffs is nuts. Like, how crazy was that? I mean, to me, it was kind of crazy, and I'll still admit to that anyway. That is just freaking wild. In a fact of opinion, that is crazily wild. That I just didn't see that actually was approached enough, but I'm like, good damn. Good damn. But anyways, that's all I wanted to see was a good job for Seahawks and a bit of Panthers, a very amount of great successful job, and I'm like, let's freaking go. Like good game to Seahawks and good game for Panthers. Seriously, that was wild. And I'm like, let's go with that big W for Seattle Seahawks. Like, never still mess with the Hawks, man. Like still never mess with the Hawks. Which I'm like, oh my god, that is crazy. Like that is so amazing from Seahawks. Good win today. I'm really saying it. Good win today for Seahawks. Absolutely good win for them. So, oh man, that is beautifully amazing from Seattle Seahawks. Nice work and nice performance. Well done. Now, what I wanted to say was that, wow, this was the best gift I ever seen. Texans and Seahawks are now finally in the playoffs in 2026. Like, this is so the nice, the most beautiful picture I ever seen. Well, even though this is kind of like a Christmas related hats anyway, which I'm just trying to say, this is my gift. To say is like, let's go Texans, let's go Seahawks. Like, man, this is the most perfect thing I ever seen in a very long, long time. To see them being in that Super Bowl, Like, even though we did see Texans being up there last time, which was not very great last time, so we're going to just kind of pretend to just let that stay behind that way anyway, and kind of let that stay a little bit front. Besides, not worrying about the stupid Kansas Chiefs cheaters. Exactly. Which I'm going to just continue my fervor to keep talking about the Texans anyway. So, as of right now, I wanted to say is like, man, this is perfect. The most perfect thing I could finally see in a long time is Texans finally being so successful, being in the playoffs is perfect. I love it. I love the energy of it. And I so actually am down to seeing this so badly, and I'm loving it so well. And I perfectly say this, ladies and gentlemen, that I think this is awesome to see this so well likely done and very likely done, to see the Texans being in the Super Bowl for so freaking good times to see this happen. Let's go. Absolutely great shout out to Texans for finally beating the Chargers for a big victory. So thumbs up for that one. And also, as if for Seahawks, well, good game for Panthers anyway, just good game for a handshake. But man, I wanted Texans to win that close. Literally that close. Which also comes to the same conclusion for Seahawks, as I'm going to probably say this too, is that, man, this is so cool. Like, this is so absolutely the best, amazing way I could ever say this, is Seahawks have made me so proud that I'm so happy for them to be in the playoffs. And I'm going to say is like, this is why I'm a very awesomely diehard fan for Seahawks each time. To see them being in the playoffs is crazy. So I'm just a little excited and just a little bit happy to see them being there, which actually just gives my heart a bit of a good hope and awesomeness to see them being in the playoffs and a big good time of it. And I'm just so happy to see them being up there. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say, and I'm just so very likely appreciated to see Seahawks being in the Super Bowl once and for all, and finally gonna win the Super Bowl, which highly depends enough that I might actually be, well, mentioned into how the brackets are going to probably be mentioned. But however, at the end of the season's over, then oh yes, it's going to be a wild one, a total wild one. As long as Seahawks and Texans stay in the Super Bowl and stay clinched, that is what I'm going to like seeing more. And then I will make that video, as I will probably say it, which we may never know. But as like I said, this is a truly amazing gift of Christmas that I wished for, a very likely almost a good time in Christmas, that I wished Texans and Seahawks being in the Super Bowl together, and it came true. Like, man, dreams do literally come true a lot. Like, this is amazing. And I could have never said anything more than myself to ever say this in the entire time. But holy crap, this is awesome. Total, absolutely awesome based. Well done performances ever. From Houston and Seattle. Absolute great job. And I'm so proud for them to be up there. Very great job. And that there, folks, is a Merry Christmas gift ever. And also, it probably would be awesome too in the 2026 era as well. So, anyways, hopefully they keep up the good performance being in that Super Bowl. And I'm going to be gladly to support both teams anyway, for Seahawks and Texans to reach in and keep on with the massive W's the entire way around. So, that's all I wanted to say, and that's all I want to talk about, and just give my thoughts on this idea and say is like, man, this is perfect of a way that I wanted to actually come out here and say it, is let's go. Like, even if I didn't make this video, I would have still been disappointed if Seahawks lost to the Panthers anyway, but still prove me wrong again. Seahawks are still back and still better than always ever. So like I said, keep on provingly good and keep on doing what you're doing, Seahawks, and keep getting those W's every freaking day of the day by day. And also for Texans, keep on smashing all the way into the freaking goal each time in a row in the touchdowns I ever will see again. lovely, perfect. So, anyways, like that being said, see you guys absolutely in the next video. And my name is yours truly is to be is Golden Devin-Foxy remastered again. And I'll see you guys absolutely in the next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys again absolutely in the next video. Bye bye everyone. Take care, sign out, and peace out by the way. And we want to see 49ers or Rams being done and cooked. Like they gotta be done, they got to be freaking back in third or second place because we want to see one of those teams being effing out of here because we cannot have another tie again. Absolutely not, because that is not going to how that's going to work. Because the only thing I want to see the Bears winning over the 49ers, and of course maybe the Falcons to win over the freaking Rams, because it's just pretty much of an obvious turn a little bit to see that. So if we want to see 49ers losing, we want that to happen pretty badly. And then, of course, for the Rams, well, they should probably get so likely severely defeated by the Falcons at this point, which I'm not sure if they could, but we could definitely see amazing good losses to both teams anyway to ultimately lose, and Seahawks stays the champs. W, massive first I ever will see in that division will be awesome. So, not sure if it could still be as a good wish, but we'll see if that wish will still be granted. But we'll find out and see how that will still prove again, anyways. But like that being said, oh man, it's good to be a Seahawks fan. I'm a diehard Seahawks fan as always. But yeah, total freaking based. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and sign off now. So that way I'll just go ahead and sign off. But as always, I'll see you guys absolutely in the next video. As yours truly to say again that I am myself to be as Golden Devin-Foxy Remastered. Again, I'll see you guys absolutely in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace out, sign out, and we'll see you guys absolutely in the next video. Like always, do these 4 things. Any way to do so is give this video a like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified. That way you won't miss a single video. That comes straight onto the channel. As always, see you guys for the next video. And man, this is the perfect, well done, perfect picture ever between Houston and Seattle. Anyways, signing out. Peace on out of here. Bye bye, everybody. See you next time.